Hi guys, thank you for watching. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to do scratch art. So step one, you'll have your materials in front of you. I have a scratch board, scissors, a scratch tool with a number, and a pencil and a piece of paper. So put all this stuff aside. All you need right now is your paper and your scratch board and pencil. Step one, you're going to write your name and period on the back of your scratch art. Next, you're going to flip it over and outline your scratch board onto your paper. So, put this to the side, and now I'm going to cut this out. And this will give us a paper that's the same size as the scratch board to draw on first. So this is our practice. We're going to transfer this onto the scratch board. So in case you mess up, it's easier to get new paper, but if you mess up a scratch board, you only get one. So I'm cutting it out. So for this assignment, we're going to be doing symmetrical artwork. What I mean by that is something that's the same on both sides. So for example, this pig is a student example. It's symmetrical. If I drew a line down the middle, it's the same on both sides. Here's another example. Student artwork. They did an animal. If you draw an imaginary line down the middle, it's the same on both sides. It's called symmetrical. So to do that, you choose, do you want your paper long ways or tall ways, depending on what animal you're going to do. And you're going to fold it in half. Next, you're going to draw half of your animal on the center line. So I'm going to be drawing the face on the middle. So I'm going to fold it closed. Make sure you're drawing on this side. You don't want to draw it backwards. So you want to draw half the face on the crease line on this folded edge. And I'm going to start drawing my animal. I'm going to do, let's see, how about a cat? Okay, so I drew half of my face, and I'm just going to keep going, filling in the details. Might be more like a fox. Okay, so now I have my basic outline. Now I'm going to fill it in with different patterns and shapes. Think of like a mask. This is almost like a mask. So this is not a realistic animal. It's more abstract. So I'm going to start drawing some shapes. It doesn't have to make sense. It can be... And now I'm going to fill it with patterns. So I'm going to start to do some kind of design inside of it. You can do different lines, shapes. There's a pupil and a shine. Taking my time on detail because it's just going to look nicer in the end. Okay, next I'm going to decide some areas need to be colored in and some white. So I'm going to do every other area colored in, and these are going to end up being white. Whatever you color black, you're going to scratch away and it will end up being white. So think about that. I want this part to be white, so I'm going to color it black. I want this part to be white, so I'm going to color it black.
The push and pull of white and black
picking up some of your lines
creates negative and positive space.
Once you go ahead and do that, next we're going to draw the other side of the face. Okay. Now you're going to go up to a window and trace this on the other side. You can also use a light box, which I have here. And turn it on. And here's my drawing. Like this. I'm going to flip it over and trace it.
Right now you'll see I'm adding repetition of shapes to create patterns. So I'm repeating the triangle shape and a circle shape over and over again. That gives your artwork more interest. Now I'm adding repetition of line. And again, I'm repeating triangles. So choose a shape that's interesting to you and just repeat it over and over again.
Okay, I'm done with this. I might want to go in and color more black. Not this anymore. Alright, now I'm ready to, almost ready to trace this on here. But first I'm going to scribble on the back.
This process is called a transfer. We're going to trace our drawing and it will transfer the graphite pencil onto your scratch board.
Okay, scribble on the back. And I'm going to tape this at the top. So line it up. Tape it. And trace the whole thing. And when I flip it up, I can see that line. This takes a while, but it's relaxing. Check.
At this point, I'm finally done tracing everything and it's transferred on to my sketchboard. Now I'm going to use my scratch tool and start outlining all those lines. This process is not going to be done in one class period. It should take you a while. Going slow and not using the very sharp point of it, but kind of the flat edge of it. You don't want to use the very tip of it because it can tear through your scratch board and you don't want to get a hole in your scratch board. Now I'm going to start filling in shapes. This will create positive space. Positive is white, the negative is the black space. And the white pops forward and the black goes to the back. So white is positive, it comes forward. I'm filling it in with single lines going one direction. That's called hatching. If I crisscross those lines, that's called cross hatching. So right now I'm hatching in the eyeball. I'm doing lines in one direction, creating positive space, and this part is really going to pop out. I can have different values in my artwork. Remember, value means a range from light to dark. White is the brightest and black is your darkest with medium grays in the middle. That's called value. So if I want a bright value, I'm going to do more hatching. A medium gray value, I'm going to do a medium amount of hatching or lines in one direction. And if I want a black value, I'll just leave that area alone and not color in it at all. Right now, I'm creating a variety in line thickness to add more visual interest to my artwork. So I'm thickening up some of those lines to create positive space that pops out. If you want to accentuate or bring focus to a certain area, play with the line thickness. I'm not quite finished, but it's looking really good so far, and I'm super excited to see what you guys come up with for this project. Have fun!